Hello guys, welcome to another video in our channel, and today we're gonna build an AI customer agent in Telegram. But before we start, please don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. Okay, so here in this case we're gonna look for information about orders. So let's say that you have customers and they want to know where are their orders. In this case we have a few cities and 5 orders that has the customer name, status, and the estimated delivery date. So the main goal here is once I ask for my bot about information from my order, he needs to answer me where is it and the status. For instance, if I ask here for the SL101 of John Smith, it must show us that this order is out for delivery and right now is in New York. Okay, so let's try here. For instance, I'm going to ask about SL103, so in this case has to be deleted, and the current location must be Austin, Texas. So I'm gonna go to the bot on Telegram and ask where is my order SL103, and he has to answer me with information that are in the Google Sheets. You see here the status is delayed, current location Austin, Texas. Here I have the estimated delivery date, and he ends with like information, please let me know if you have another tracking ID to check. Okay, so we're gonna build this from scratch. So I just go back to n8n here. This is the automation that we're gonna build here together, every step of it. So let me just open here a new workflow, and let's create this automation. Awesome. So the first step here, guys, is to insert the step of Telegram, because the Telegram here, it will be the trigger. Okay, so click add first step, look for Telegram, and let's choose Telegram, and we have here the trigger on message. Okay, awesome. In this case I need to create a new credential, so I'm gonna click here, create new credential, and the access token I need to bring from Botfather. It's something that we already did in another video, and I'm gonna be pasting this video here as well, attaching this video here so you can check. But anyway, let's recap this process of insert here an access token and create a new bot. For this, you have to access here the Botfather. Okay, I'm gonna leave for you guys this URL, because with this you can create new bots. So I'm gonna using this URL here, click on start, and use the option /new bot. Great. He is asking me how I'm gonna call it, so I'm gonna just call logistics Swift to change a little bit about regarding the one that I showed you at the beginning of our class. And finally I need to insert the ending bot at the end of the name of our bots. Okay, so let's call logistics Swift bot. He mentioned that this username is invalid, so let's try it like this, because this is something that needs to be unique. No one can have besides this bot. Okay, now it worked. You can see that once I added here the underline, it worked. Great. So the important thing here to me, guys, is this token here. So I'm gonna click on this and pass here, and it's a good thing to do to change this account, the name of this account, right? The name of the credential. So let's call account for logistics bot. Just to make it easier, I'm gonna be click on save, and you can see that it worked. Awesome. So let's just go back to Telegram, to the Botfather here. I'm gonna be closing this page, okay, because I'm not gonna use it anymore, and I'm gonna be clicking here on the bot itself, like the link of the bot. So if I click here, it's gonna open this new tab here. Okay, and now you can have a conversation with this bot. Let's just see if it's working. So I'm gonna go to the n8n, click here to execute this step, and I have here the information that is important to me. Look, /start. Okay, so let's just if I click execute workflow here, in the real life, I'm gonna be asking where is my order SL105, for instance. Okay, so just we know that this would be really the important thing, the thing that we're gonna be looking for. Awesome. If I go here to Telegram trigger again, now I can check the text. Where is my order? SL105. Awesome. Guys, this is the trigger that will start the whole process, right? But once I have this trigger, I want to send this to an AI agent. Okay, so because of that, we're gonna create a new node called AI agent. Okay, and what we can change here, guys. First thing, we're gonna change the source for prompt because there is no chat trigger node. I'm gonna define below, because this prompt here that I want to use in this AI agent is exactly this text here that is asking where is the order, right? Awesome. So besides that, I need to also add the system message, because I need to inform what the AI agent needs to do once he receives this prompt here, this text. So in this case, I'm going to click on add option, look for system message, and I'm going to remove this part here. And I'm going to be attaching the description as well, this text here that I'm going to be copy and pasting. And let me show to you. Let me just open here, just gonna hit expression, and we can see bigger here. So I'm just gonna pass here real quick, informing, just to show you what this system message is informing here. So in this case, look, you are the Swift logistics tracking bot. Your sole purpose is to retrieve shipment data from the tracking database. So I'm point out here to the AI agent that the only thing that he needs to do, the sole purpose, is to retrieve shipment data from the tracking database. The tracking database in this case is the sheets that we're gonna attach in the AI agent. Okay. Here we have a few operational rules that when a user provides a track ID, use the search deliver data to once and only once, and other information, like for instance, before searching, normalize the track ID by removing all spaces and converting to uppercase. Why is that, guys? Because sometimes a client can ask something like this: where is my order SL104? Look, it's a little bit different. You see, there's no space here, there's no space, and it's not in uppercase like this. So I'm pointing out in the system message that this can help him, and in this case he needs to do this change before do the process of looking in the search deliver data, which is the Google Sheet. Okay, and we have like a few other information. I'm just not gonna pass in all of that, but you can check later on at your home. You can take a look and have more knowledge about this. Okay, so I'm just one more thing that I want to mention is here the closing. I always mention that after providing the tracking info or the not found message ends with please let me know if you have another tracking ID to check. This is just to make sure that every time that he answers something, he needs to say, hey, please let me know if you have another tracking ID to check. Okay, and one thing that is also important here is this part. Look, tracking ID not found. Please contact our support team at swiftlogisticssupport@youremail.com. For instance, like it can be Google, Outlook, and so on and so forth. Here, the important thing in this case is to point out that if the client asks something like SL110 here, and if I don't have in this Google Sheet, the agent should not hallucinate, should not make something up. He just should mention that this was not found. Okay, great. So let's go back here. And now let's add our chat model. So let's click on chat model. Guys, regarding the chat model here, you have a few options like I mentioned in other videos in our channel. So I'm just gonna pass a little bit faster here just so we cannot lose more time. Okay, so I'm gonna use in this case Google Gemini chat model, but you can use any of those here, right? The reason that I'm gonna be using Google Gemini chat model is because it's free until you have some tokens that you can read more later, but you can do a lot of testing using the Gemini free tier. And for the sake of this video, I'm gonna be using the Gemini free tier. Okay, I'm gonna just use one credential here, any credential that I have, because I already taught you how to create a credential in Google API Studio, and I'm gonna be leaving as well the video so you can check and take a closer look of how to create API in Google AI Studio. Okay, so I'm just gonna be using here this one, leave this model, and gonna add now a member. Okay, so before we add the member, guys, just remember you need to enter in Google AI Studio, this here, Google AI Studio, this one, and create a new credential, new API key. Look, you have to get an API key here. Grab this and paste in your n8n. Okay, like I mentioned already, I'm gonna be leaving here the video that I also teach how to do this. Okay, so in this case, I'm just gonna use a simple memory. I'm gonna change the session ID for defined below. In the key, in this case, I'm gonna be using the ID from the Telegram trigger, the ID that will start this process. So I'm gonna just drop here. Awesome. And the context window length, I'm not gonna be leaving a bigger number, because the thing that we're gonna do here is the question is gonna be really easy. The answer, like, I just want to know where is my order. When I say I, it's just the clients. Okay, so the clients just want to know where is their order, and that's it. So that's why I'm just gonna be leaving here the number 5, like the context window length doesn't have to be big. Great. So guys, right now our AI is almost ready. It's missing only one thing, which is our Google Sheets. Okay, this are the tracking sheets here that I also gonna be leaving here, so you can download and test in your house. Okay, and in order to add this Google Sheets in your AI agent, we can click n2 and look for Google Sheet. Google Sheet 2. Look, he mentions that can read, update, and write data to Google Sheets. Awesome. I already have a credential. If you don't have, just click and you can access your Gmail account. Just remember to choose a Gmail account that has this Google Sheet. Okay. Awesome. So I'm gonna be leaving this credential. The operation should be get rows. And in this case, guys, just to make sure that the AI agents will really use this Google Sheets only to check where this order is, I'm gonna be changing here to description to set manually. So I just want to create a description for this guy here. So I'm gonna be copying this small text that I have here. So look, I mentioned that I mentioned this to the AI agents. Okay, so use this tool to find shipment status, location, and delivery date. Input tracking ID. So always the input that the AI agents will receive to check, right, to look for information in this sheets node is the tracking ID. So the tracking ID is this one here. Right? Awesome. Okay, so you just need to do this. Resource, you can leave sheet with document. Operation, get row. Doesn't need to change here. In the document, exactly the order tracking tab. I'm gonna be using the same sheets, sheet 1, and there is only one thing, guys, that we need to do here. Remember, in this case, we are calling this node get rows in sheets in Google Sheets. But if you check here the system message on the AI agents, look, let me open here. I'm calling here a specific name. Let me just find here. Look, when a user provides a tracking ID, using the search delivery data tool once and only once. So in this case, I need to use the same exactly name here to make it easier for the AI agents bring information from our Google Sheets to the answer. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this information here, so you can go here and change the name, or you can just click once and use the space bar. All right, so I'm gonna using the same name that I inserted there in the system message. So let's say that you just use it search data. You need to search only search data here. Okay, so let's rename this, and finally our AI is ready. You can see that it's not very big. So let's just click on the execute step to check if it's working. Let's see if he can bring information from us. Look, there is one item already. The status is processing. Current location it's Miami. Estimated delivery date it's July 9, 2026. Let's see if this is correct. If I go here, look, Miami, Florida, processing. The customer name is David Miller, and if you don't remember, I asked for SL105. Look here. Where is my order? SL105. Awesome. So let's go here. Let's go back to n8n and end our AI agents. There is missing only one step. So I'm gonna click here to add a note, look for Telegram, and I have the option to send a text message. This one here. Look, send a text message. Remember to use the same credential that you inserted here. So account for logistic bot. I need to use the same here. So I'm gonna be using the same account for logistic bot. Resource, message, send message. The operation should be send message. And chat ID, I'm gonna copy here, gonna bring the information from here. The same thing that I did before. So I'm just gonna pick the ID, leave here, and that text should be the one that is coming from the AI agent, the output. Look, I'm just gonna bring the output here. There is nothing to change here in reply markup, but you need to click on add fields, and in append n8n attribution you need to disable this option. Okay, so if I hit execute step here, this should be in your Telegram. Look, status processing, current location Miami, Florida. Okay, great guys. So our AI agent is really working. So the only thing that you need to do is publish this AI agent. So I'm just gonna change the name here, agent Swift Logistics. Gonna publish this, and let's do some testing. Let's do some testing, right? So you see that is already published, and let's see if it's working. So right now let's ask for SL101. So I need to know where is my order SL101. So the AI edit should do the same thing, should look for this information in the Google Sheets and bring to us that in this case the order is out for deliver is in New York, and the estimated delivery date is 21 of May. Okay, so if I change something here, like for instance, if I change the status here for out of delivery for delivered, this case, and if I do the same question here, like I need to know where is my order SL101. Let's see if he can bring the information updated, right? Look, the status is already delivered. All right, and this will happen if there is any other change in your Google Sheet. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna be leaving here the video that you can check more how to create an API key from Google AI Studio in order to connect in your AI agents. Okay, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So please don't forget to click the like button and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much, and I see you soon. Bye bye.